Harvesting this for a while, some of Sam's meat from the meat box, so welcome to some of that because there's a lot coming. You can do a very quick marinade for this great beef fillet. Just a quick one, and it's about preparation. Like all my stuff, it's about preparation. So we're going to marinate this a day before. I'm going to have this for tomorrow night for a group of us. Do a few things, a bit of a mustard, some oil, a bit of worcestershire, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, some salt and pepper, and one of the key things to this is some rosemary. So let's just start off with, just take that rosemary off the edge there. We're just going to literally marinate this all in the bag and overnight in the fridge, and then I'm going to bring it out tomorrow about an hour or so before I cook it. Just get to that kind of room temperature, and then I will whack it on the barbie and cook it. So it will kind of look a little bit burnt on the outside, but that's the kind of all the stuff that we're putting on it. But it will promise you, it'll be nice and red and juicy on the inside. So just with your freshly done knives, just recently sharpened, which is wonderful. Just give this a fine chop, the rosemary. What a beautiful smell that is. Just chop that up. And this is just going to form the basis of that kind of great flavour. I know you do rosemary with a lot with the lamb. We're going to do it with this beef here, with that Worcestershire sauce and some of that French mustard. You could use a seeded mustard. We're going to go with that French mustard just to give it that nice little base on the edge. Okay, so just almost done there. This looks like some of the other extracurricular stuff that you get going. Here we go. So just literally you want to put all this in just a little bowl to give it a mix up. Now, depending on your taste, I'd give, because that's quite a large piece, let's just go maybe 3 of those. That's sort of like 4 teaspoons roughly. Now, just with the Worcestershire, again, just give it a nice squeeze. I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons there. And lots of oil. Again, we're going to bring some oil onto this again tomorrow whilst we're cooking. And also what I'm going to bring in tomorrow is, when we're cooking it on the barbie, you're going to get some cold butter and just keep patting it down with cold butter. And we're actually going to keep that really cold, that butter, and it'll again give that really buttery flavour that we want from this cook up. So a little bit of balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper to taste. Of course, we're not tasting it yet, but that's right. Just giving it kind of nice heated flavour on the outside, and some of that salt, which again we'll push some of this on when we get this out tomorrow. But this literally is just that marinade there. You can probably smell that. That's beautiful. Lots of that flavour. I'm going to put a bit more oil in just to help spread out, because the mustard does thicken it up a little bit. And just with your bag. Now you could trim off some of that fat. Look, I'm okay to leave it on there just to give it a bit of that flavour. And we can absolutely, all we need to do is put this in. And because it's in a bag, what we're going to do is try and get both sides, right? We're just going to massage that through, okay? You could have kept this on the plate, but I'm happy just to keep it in the bag and massage it through. We're going to get the air out of it. Just let me get a little scraper there. Get all that flavour in. And just for a little bit, just what you can do, just literally get the air, as much of the air out of it. There's a Ziploc bag, the double Ziploc bag. That little pans. And what you just want to do is just massage that around. Get it in the meat. How much easier is that? Don't get it all over your hands. I could have used a brush and finally done it, but that's all you want to do is literally just massage it in to the meat. Now, as I said, I'm going to come back to that tomorrow, about an hour before I want to cook it or so. I'm going to take it out of the fridge and leave it somewhere to kind of bring it up to room temperature, and then we'll get on the barbie and we'll show you what that looks like tomorrow. Barbie's on, nice and hot, ready to go. Marinated meat for 24 hours or so. I've got a slab of butter there. I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do. That just kind of keep basting that as we go through. So let's just put this on and I'll come back to you shortly. Okay, just with that butter that I was sharing before, just a nice little chunk of that. I like to use a fork just to kind of. That's out of the fridge too, so it's nice and cold. So just literally just baste it on there. Just keeps it really nice and moist. Okay, happy to leave that on there and let it just sort of burn through. So look. So as I was showing you before, just putting that ice cold butter on it. I mean, I know it burns the edge of it, but what it is, it's really soft inside. And when we carve that up, we'll show you. But it just gives that nice kind of glaze as well, so you get that beautiful kind of flavour of that beef fillet. So we're going to let that cook just for a little bit more, and then of course we're going to rest it, and then we'll cut it up and I'll show you what it looks like.